What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Just like wintertime lips. Okay. Hi, welcome back. So this is gonna be the first video of a series that I'm gonna do about confidence and self-esteem and self-concept and like feeling good and strong about ourselves. I don't know why I am the person to talk about this, because historically I have not been confident. But maybe that's why. Because those who have not experienced the thing cannot say how they overcame the thing. Yeah. So, first of all, and by the way, I'm going to make these videos kind of like shorter so that you can digest them, go out and try them, and then come back. All right, so first of all, number one thing, I want you guys to start thinking about yourselves and talking about yourselves in a different way. So number one thing is I want you to stop saying that you have low confidence, or you need to work on your confidence, or you have low self-esteem, or you're self-conscious, or all of that. I need you to stop thinking about yourself in that way and stop identifying with yourself in that way. And a really simple thing that I didn't come up with this, someone introduced this to me, and it's something that I do pretty automatically now, or I try to when I catch myself, is I want you to start talking about it in the past tense. Meaning that instead of being like, oh, I have low self-esteem, I want you to say, I used to have low self-esteem, or up until this point, I have had low self-esteem, or self-esteem was something I used to struggle with, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. Catch yourself when you hear yourself saying this, or when you hear yourself thinking this, and see if you can put it in the past. Okay? And just do this, all right? You can do this around anything, but because we're talking about self-esteem, I want you to start doing that. I used to have low self-esteem, or I have had self-esteem, or usually self-esteem has been something I struggle with, whatever it is. I just want you to put it in the past, because the truth is actually that every moment is completely free and completely new. And so why are you carrying, the only reason that you think you have it is based on past experience. You don't know that you have it now. You don't have it now until you create that you have it now. So change your language, watch your language around this, watch how you're speaking about yourself around this, and just incorporate this little thing and see how that helps. Okay, so that's like my little, but it's big tip about this. Start thinking about your deficits. They're not deficits, by the way. They're just a thing. Lots of shy people have been like the greatest thinkers and creators of all time. It's not actually something you have to overcome, but if it's something that you want, then hey, that's what this is for. Okay, so, but today's like big tip, I don't even know if I like the word tip, but it seems like that's what people want. Tip. Yeah. The reason that I'm putting them into tip format is because, but I want it to become more than that for you. I want this to be something that you try out, that you're just like experimenting with, that then becomes a way of life for you. That's what I want. Okay. And whatever works for you, and whatever doesn't, and that's great, and that's fine. You get to decide what works for you. All right? Decide. And if you're like, no, this does work for me, decide, stay firm. So, number one, stop needing things from other people. Okay, now I can hear some little like arguments, and I'm going to address those first. I hear some little arguments that are like, but wait, needs are important. I do need things from other people. We are a tribal species. We're connected, and it's okay to need things. It's okay to want things. It's okay to expect things from others. Yeah, It is. But if we're talking about confidence, typically we tend to lack confidence when we need something from that other person, when that other person is powerful, right? What makes someone else powerful is that they have something that you don't. They have something that you need. You are beholden to them. So, and needing something, let me get a list here. Needing something has us acting in certain ways to get those things. Okay, so we have to alter our behavior. We have to configure ourselves and we have to do all kinds of things over here to get them to do things over there. All right, and that is a very powerless position and has us pulling all kinds of tricks and games and stops trying to get them to do something. And the more that we are like trying and efforting, the less confident we are being. When we're confident, we're trusting. When we're confident, we don't have to do anything. We don't have to do anything. Everything comes to us. We just know that how things are unfolding is perfect. We don't have to get in the way. We're just sitting back. We're just letting it all happen. Okay, so the opposite of that is trying to get something to happen, is perceiving that the thing that we want isn't here and that we have to control the situation and we have to control the person. All right, so forms of doing this, of trying to get what we need or what we want, can be manipulation, control. So we're trying to control the other. We're trying to coerce the other. We're trying to convince the other. We're trying to manage the other. You know, this can go into kind of codependency relationships as well, even if like it's, you can lack confidence even if you are trying to provide for the other person in some way or cheer them up or want them to be happy. You still need something from them, right? So trying to manage the other, trying to convince the other, trying to calm the other or soothe the other, trying to seduce the other if we want them to think we're attractive, if we want them to want us, all of that business. We're trying to charm the other. We're trying to entertain the other. We're trying to win over the other. We're trying to please the other. All right, there's nothing wrong with all of these things. Nothing. But it means that we're dependent on an outcome. It means that the present moment isn't complete, isn't perfect. Perfect, by the way, is actually comes from it comes from Latin probably, but if you think in terms of French, parfait is actually like a verb tense, so it actually means like complete, done, finished. So it's not perfect, it's not done. This moment right here with this other person is not perfect. We actually want them to be thinking of us in a certain way. And so we're trying to hold on to that or reach that or grasp that or attain that. And that has us feeling not confident. So this video, I just want you to give that up. Whatever that means. Give that up. They don't have to be happy. They don't have to be seduced. They don't have to like you. They don't have to. Who cares? They don't have to like you. They don't have to want you. They don't have to be impressed by you. You don't need them. And you don't. You don't need them to feel about you any particular way. You don't need them to care about you. You don't need them. They can just be whoever they are being over there. And by the way, like when you provide this for someone, it is doing more for that person than any other contortionist kind of thing that you might do trying to make them happy. This is like the greatest act of service. If you are, I kind of think that people who watch my channel do tend to kind of be like really just open, empathetic people. The greatest act of service you can do for someone is actually being this open channel, this open slate for them to just be whatever they are in the moment. And you not needing to adjust them at all, because it's perfect. It's done. It's already done. You don't need this moment to change it all. You don't need to convince, you don't need to change their mind. You don't need them to be anything else but what they are right now. Yeah. And again, it's like a really good feeling when you figure it out and when you start doing this. And It works. It will make you feel confident. And by the way, when I say like confident, I mean it will not have you feeling self-conscious, because there's nothing you got to do. If anything, probably the thing you will feel is like, wait, but I'm not doing anything. And that will feel wrong in some way or something. But like, so what? Yeah, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. And people will be so impressed by this, by the way, in and of itself, because most people are trying to do something. Most people are trying to impress everyone, or most people are trying to entertain everyone, or most people are trying to convince other people. So if you are not taking part in that game at all, others will think you are confident. Yeah. All right. So try this out and let me know how it works. And yeah, I know this was helpful for you. Okay, really, my intention with this series, I'm going to call it, is that I want all of you to be confident. I want all of you to level up and be confident. Okay? And I'm going to make that happen. It's going to happen. All right. I love you so much. And I hope you're having an amazing day. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.